You know what I'm saying? What we got? Let me go through here. All right, this is Lil Boosie opening up about his son doing jail time. Y'all check this out.
Enjoy it.
Get ready to go through it, bro.
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
Cause that was my first time experiencing it.
Right.
I've been there. I've served plenty of time.
Right.
Now stuff was in my mind thinking what I done saw in jail.
Right.
Now I'm like, bro, I gotta get my son out there, bro.
Right.
I got that feeling. I never had that feeling of a child, one of my children being in jail.
Right.
That shit hit me, bro. But I'm like,
Right.
I'm glad I'm financially stable, bro.
No,
Yeah.
Now speaking of the law, there were incidents where like every time you was on the highway, I don't know if you was in Florida or wherever you was at, these cops kept pulling you over, and then to the point where you was out on the highway, damn near performing. Like what was that a group of selective cops or a state?
Yeah, that was like a country town I used to be riding through to get to where I had to go to.
Right.
But and then I was in my fleet of cars, so I just get rid of those problems. I just sold most of my cars.
That's crazy. You got to do that.
Enjoy it.
Get ready to.
I will say this. When he talks about his son getting locked up, this is a real thing, man. The stuff that you go through, you want to avoid your children going through that same stuff. So you try to provide something better. And I think that's very a good statement, a very candid thing to say. And I know the feeling. You don't want your kids. Again, I have kids. You don't want your kids to be locked up. You don't want the things you've seen and you experienced in your lifetime in jail and all that. You don't want your kids to go through that. You don't. And I think this is part of Boosie's growth. You know what I'm saying? His grown man conversations. I think it's dope. I think it's a learning lesson for him. And if he could have did some things differently or better, he probably would have. But knowingly that it's nothing out there in the streets for you. That's why most street dudes, they want their kids to be better than them, because we know what we went through in those situations. You know what I'm saying? And I think Boosie he be putting out gems, man. He be putting out gems, even though he be having little problems here and there. He be putting out gems, and this is him talking about black women in hip hop. Y'all check this out.
So my second question to
It's
that
a hot girl world right now.
Is this why you chose to make that song, about black women? So maybe you popularize that type of talk, so people can say, "Hey, I can talk about a black woman in a positive."
Yes, I said, it was to motivate the
people to
the black and beautiful to show them that, because if you listen to the words, I say I want to see you dressing classy. Don't want to see you ratchet.
Right.
So I'm trying to motivate them not to be so much as.
Right. Okay.
Do you think they want to hear that now? Because women,
it's not what they want to hear. To me, it's what I want to teach.
That's okay.
I know you probably don't want to hear it.
That's a disclaimer. Okay. I know you don't want to hear this, but I'm doing it anyway.
But because I'm a teach.
Okay.
Not only am I an artist.
So my second question to that
It's a hot girl world right now.
Is this why you chose to make that song, about black women? So maybe you popularize that type of talk, so people can say, "Hey, I can talk about a black woman in a positive."
Yes, I said, it was to motivate the
people to
the black and beautiful.
And I do absolutely, like what he's saying, and it's dope. It's dope, man. We gotta the people who been through it all and can put out something positive and put out a message that's positive. Like sometimes I think people get caught up in like a lot of these dudes like they get caught up in the lifestyle of the dude, what he led, but also people miss the actual message. You know what I'm saying? People actually miss the message, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I don't think people need to just You know what I'm saying? Just take heed of the message, man. Take heed of the message, because some of these dudes have experiences that can like change your life if you actually listen to what's going on, if you actually recognize what these people are really saying, you know.